Welcome back into the Studio 10 kitchen. We are cooking it up with Lucy Greer. It is a Wednesday, so excited to have you here.
Thank you.
And you're doing one of my favorite recipes, but adding a different meat this time.
Yes, you noticed. So today we are going to do Panko Parmesan pork chops.
Yeah.
And we've done it with chicken before, and everybody really seemed to like that idea. And it's so funny, you know, we're always kind of making the same things. We talk about that a lot during the week, you know, chicken, pork chops, whatever. So this is a super quick way that you could kind of jazz up just your traditional either baked pork chop or grilled pork chop or something. So, do y'all eat pork chops a lot?
Yeah, we do, and it's great to have different varieties of what you can cook, whether you're grilling them or doing a little bit with like rosemary and thyme, or whether you want to try this recipe. Awesome ideas there. And before we get into that, we do want to mention today is a very special day for Greer's too. Yes,
it is. We are having our grand opening of our 4th Ace store. So, as y'all have probably heard me say before, in 3 of our locations and now 4, we have Ace Hardwares right inside our grocery stores. So today we're having our grand opening in the one at Fowl River on the way down to Dauphin Island, and so we're having a ribbon cutting. Everything's kicking off really right after you finish the show. You can go down there. We're having a ribbon cutting and lots of prizes and giveaways and some food from our awesome deli down there, so come and see us.
Grand opening is always fun, especially when you got food and giveaways and all that kind of stuff going on too, so go check that out. Why do you guys love having Ace be a part of what you do at Greer's? Why does this partnership work so well?
It's fun. We always say groceries and hardware, Ace, all in one place, and so it's neat just to have a one-stop shop. You know, Ace is pretty cool because it's not, you know, just drills or you know, nails. It's, I mean, just complete hardware. So whether you need just a little piece to fix something, or you know, you're working on a big project or painting or whatever, getting a key made, so many things come under that Ace umbrella. And one of the things that, you know, we try to do at Greer's is just help our customers in any way, and that's Ace's big thing too. There's so much about customer service, so we just try our best to offer our customers everything that we can, and we just felt that the partnership with Ace was really neat.
Well, not only that, the location too, because there's not a lot of one-stop shop as you're heading down to the island, so to have that opportunity in Dauphin Island, a lot of people are going to want to take advantage of this.
And it's super neat, so come in and see us if you haven't, not just today but any day. And I thought that, you know, pork chops would be a good one, because sometimes when you go to the meat counter and you're trying to pick out what to get, sometimes it can be kind of overwhelming. And the pork chops that I picked today, we actually have them on sale this week, so this would be a good time to try them. I bought center cut loin chops, and what I really like about this is that this side of the pork chop is the tenderloin, and then this side is the loin. So whenever I have a fried pork chop, I always pull this piece off first and eat it, and it's so good.
That's funny. I do the opposite. I save the part I like the best for very, very last.
That is
I make that my final bite.
Well, either way, pork chops are so good and super affordable, which is what I like too. So first, I'm just going to season them up with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then we'll get to work on our breading process. All
right, sounds good. We'll let you do that. We'll come back after a commercial break in just a little bit. But remember that grand opening going on. Go check it out. The Greer store down by Dauphin Island. On your way out there, you don't want to miss it. We'll be back. Don't mind me, I'm just cooking up some butter. Just cooking up some butter over here. It's just a butter dish. For real though, tell the folks what we're working on today, Lucy.
Okay, we're working on our pork chops, and we're breading them in some Panko and Parmesan cheese. And so right now, what we've already done is we have half a cup of flour on this plate. I have 2 eggs in this bowl that I just whisked together. And we have our pork chops, a little bit of salt and pepper on them. And those are the center cut loin chops that we're using. We have the bone in, but you could totally use whatever pork chop you wanted. You could use boneless, you could use something thicker, you could use something thinner. These are gorgeous, and I saw that we had them on sale, and I thought it would be a good chance to talk about pork chops. And you and I talked about just this specific pork chop. When you see it like this, it's kind of like the T-bone of a steak, where, you know, on a steak it's the tenderloin on one side, and that's how it is too. And then on a steak it's the strip on one side, but right now it's just kind of the loin on the other. So you could think about this when you're going to the meat counter at Greer's and think, okay, where are the T-bone pork chops? Because that's what this is.
There you go. Hey, do you want me to keep this going or turn it down a little bit?
Let's see. Let's turn it down to 6. Thank you.
Okay.
So now we will get our breading ready right here. So I just did 2/3 cup of panko breadcrumbs.
Okay.
And you could do just regular breadcrumbs if you didn't have panko. These are just a little bit crispier. And then we're going to season it up. So we have garlic powder, oregano, a little bit of salt, and then that chipotle chili powder that we've used before. So it has a really smoky flavor that's going to go really well on this breading.
And it's not too much. If you, I mean, you can add a lot or a little depending upon what you like. But yeah, it really just is. It adds to the flavor so well.
Definitely. So just a little bit of that smoky flavor, a little bit of heat, like you said, not too much. And then we're just going to use a standard breading process that a lot of people are familiar with. So we're going to start on the left side with our flour, then we're going to go into our egg, and then finish up with our breadcrumb mixture.
All right, sounds good. So we're going to watch you do that, and while you're doing that, a reminder that today is the day. If you're a fan of Greer's and a fan of Ace Hardware and a fan of Dauphin Island area, we've got the best of all the worlds for you. A new grand opening of the Ace Hardware, joining in collaboration with Greer's down off of what is the actual road it's on?
It is
DIP?
on Dauphin Island Parkway. So at Bailey's Corner, it's funny that area has a lot of different names, but the Foul River area, and I'll be there. So come by and see me. I love nothing more than meeting customers.
Yeah.
It's definitely the favorite part of my job when I'm in a store or anywhere, and people tell me, you know, stories about shopping at Greer's, you know, for a long time and everything. So if you ever see me, please feel free to say hello.
Or when you see your biggest fan, my mother-in-law, Mary Herrera.
Oh, Mary. I love Mary. Yes, I saw Mary and, of course, your wife, Katie, and just Mia. I think you were,
I was doing
at the
something.
ballpark.
Who knows?
But
who knows
anyway,
what I
saw the girls at the King Cake Off this year.
Yeah.
And they're so sweet. So that's all we do. So we just do the 3 steps, and then we're just going to brown it on both sides. So it'll take 2 to 3 minutes on each side to brown, and I have a combination of olive oil and butter in there. And then just depending on how thick they are, if you can, you know, you can finish cooking them in here. You can just turn the heat down so they don't get too hot. But if you want, you could just transfer that whole thing to the oven and finish baking them in there. So totally up to you.
All right, we'll let you get started on the second one. When we come back, we'll finish these all up with Lucy from Greer. Stick around.
We are back in the kitchen with our good friend Lucy from Greer's, finishing up this Panko Parmesan pork chops.
Yes,
say that
you got
3 times fast. So it's smelling so good. You've already done a lot with Joe, but what are these next steps?
So we already have one in the pan. Let's see if it's ready to flip yet. I just have a combination of butter and oil in here.
And it looks so good.
It does. I have another one ready to go in. So what I did is just set up a 3-step breading process.
Yeah.
So here I just have plain flour, and then we have 2 eggs that we just whisked up, and then we made a really yummy breading. So we did our Parmesan cheese, and I just used, you know, the green top, just good old whatever. And if you, you know, want to grate it up yourself, you're more than welcome to do that, or get it shredded. And then I did panko breadcrumbs, and of course you could use just plain Italian breadcrumbs if you didn't have that. And then we did a little bit of salt, garlic powder, oregano, and some chipotle chili powder, which has a really yummy smokiness.
Yeah.
And I'll just set this little guy in there.
And it seems so easy. All you have to do is mix up all of these ingredients, and you have your crust.
Yes, it is super easy. You could do the same thing with chicken. Yeah. You could do pork tenderloin. You could get one, you know, cut it up. Actually, this would be delicious on like eggplant.
Yeah.
If you were, you know, trying to go meatless.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different options for this, and just super, you know, easy. Yeah. And just depending on how thick the pork chops are, you could turn the heat down and finish cooking them, you know, right on the stovetop, or you could just transfer it to a baking sheet and finish them in the oven. So
well, there we go. And
whatever.
they're beautiful too. It's nice and golden.
Yeah. So they turn out really good. And this just with a simple salad, or, you know, any kind of quick side dish, and it'll be supper on the table quick.
That's right. Hey, that's always a plus. But you guys have a busy day today.
Yes, we are going to be down at our new Ace Hardware on DIP. So now this time of year, a lot of people are headed down to the island, getting ready for spring break, and Easter is almost here. So a lot of people are going to be going down that way. So if you haven't been to the island this year or down that way, please stop by and see us. Of course, at Greer's, and our Ace Hardware is right next door. You can get to it through the produce department or from the other side. Yeah, so it's super cool. So you can be shopping in the store
or groceries.
Exactly.
A 2-in-1
all
right
in one
there.
place.
That's right. So of course you can get all of these ingredients at Greer's. Yeah, and now you can get them online as well. Go ahead and pre-order.
Yeah, absolutely. We all of our stores in Mobile County have online shopping, in Baldwin County too. So you just go to greers.com/shop. You could choose the DIP store, pick up your groceries, stop in at Ace, and be on your way.
That's right. Well, I'm so excited about these pork chops, guys. They're so beautiful, and they're easy to make too. So if you have a busy day, just go home, mix all of the ingredients together, and put them on the grill or in the oven.
Yeah.
All right.
Easy.
Well, Lucy, we're excited. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Always good seeing you. Of course, you've got to check out that new Greer's. We'll be right back with more Studio 10.